So each year on August the 8th, Nike and the Snkrs app have what's known as Sneakers Day, and this is to celebrate the release of the Snkrs app here in the UK and EU in 2017. And last year in 2021 we had the Air Huarache and the women's Jordan 1 Low with a kind of animal theme, and for the most part people weren't feeling these and a lot of people passed. And I in fact did cop the Air Huaraches, but then did return to Nike because I just wasn't feeling them. And in 2022 Nike really pulled it out of the bag with their take on classic silhouette, and in my opinion is a fire sneaker, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on it. So let's check it out. Hey, what's going on? Lukas here, back with another video, and today I'm checking out the Nike Air Force 1 Snkrs Day 2022 release. Thanks for checking out this video. If you like all kinds of content related to sneaker culture, please do subscribe and also hit the notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you did like today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really helps the channel grow. And stay tuned for the end of the video for those on feet looks. Now today I'm checking out the sneaker that Nike dropped as part of Snkrs Day 2022 to celebrate the 5th year anniversary, and that is the Nike Air Force 1 Snkrs Day 2022. So this sneaker dropped exclusively on the Snkrs app on August the 8th for a price of £134.95 here in the UK. And it did sell out, and initially I took an L in my size, but because obviously it was Snkrs Day, there was a random restock, and I did then manage to cut my size. And for the most part I think it was a pretty limited release, so really happy to actually get this pair in hand. Now the story behind this sneaker is in 2021 there were a series of live shows as part of Snkrs Day, and during that they had some discussions with designers, and they also had some polls during the day which were kind of like, hey, you know, how would you like your sneakers to look? You know, what silhouette did you want to put it on? What materials do you want to use? Do you like old school? Do you like a lot of colour? And this sneaker is what they came up with, and I think they've done a really good job. The materials are fire, and I think the colour blocking is nice as well. I did do a full unboxing of my Snkrs Day 2022 pickups, including sneakers and clothing. Right now I'm wearing the jumper that I managed to cop, which I think was quite fire as well. So go check out that video. I'll leave a link at the top of the screen, also in the description down below. Now in my collection I have a lot of Air Force 1s, as you may have seen in previous videos. So just a selection I have here in the containers behind me. So we have Dunk vs AF1 from Undefeated, we have the Halloween Air Force 1s, we have the Purple Skeletons, we have the LeBron James Strive for Greatness. So for me, Air Force 1s, you know, they're a staple in my collection, and this is just another one to add to that collection. And for me, because it's 5th year anniversary, this was a no-brainer, must cop, and really happy to have it in hand. So let's check out the details. So start with the box now, because it's released to commemorate and celebrate the 5th year anniversary of the Snkrs app. Here in the UK and EU, you do get special packaging. So you have your V in Roman numeral on the top in white writing, and then you have your Nike Swoosh in white, and then you have Snkrs, and then you have 8822 to obviously celebrate the day. Then you have that Roman numeral V here again on the right hand side. Then on this side you just have Nike and the white swoosh, and on this side you just have 8817 and then 8822, and these dates obviously to commemorate when the Snkrs app dropped originally is 2017, and obviously 2022 is the 5th year anniversary. Size tag reads Nike Air Force 1, and colourway is Summit White Cacao Wow Sail, and it's my shoe size UK 13, US 14. So I pop the lid, and again inside you just get some more details for the celebration. So you obviously get 8817, obviously when the Snkrs app was released, and 8822 is obviously when this sneaker was released to celebrate the 5th year anniversary. So you do get slightly different tissue paper, so a bit more premium, which is quite nice. So you peel this back, And here you have the sneaker. That's the Nike Air Force One Sneakers Day 2022 release. So we take out both sneakers, and then you just have the V in silver on the base of the box right there. So here we have the sneaker itself. So I think it's really nice. You sort of see plain but subtle colours, and I think that swoosh really does pop in that Cacao Wow. Starting the outsole, so you have standard Air Force One outsole, and just in the Cacao Wow colourway, so kind of brown. And on top of that, you've also got some speckles, which I think is a extra detail that you don't get in every Air Force One. And you just got Nike in the middle right here with the swoosh. Down to the side, you've got your standard Air Force One midsole. So you have your sail midsole right here, and then you just have your Air text right side below on the heel. So I think it's quite nice. As we go down the sneaker, you've then got the different materials. So this is woven hemp right here. So I think that's quite interesting detail. And then again, you've got the canvas material right here on the side. So I do like that. And then also in the toolbox, you've got a different kind of mesh canvas material as well, so I think that's quite interesting detail. This also has perforated holes to obviously allow breathability, and again I think that's quite a nice detail. You don't normally see materials of this kind of quality on regular Air Force Ones, so I think it's quite nice. So they've limited the leather on this as well, so again that's an interesting detail as well. So as we go up the upper, you do have a little overlay in the cell colour, which I think is quite nice. So you have this lace holder in the Cacao Wow colour, and it's wooden, and you then have the Roman numeral V for 5, and obviously 5 years, so again it's a nice little detail. And as you go out the upper itself, you again have the leather overlay, as you can see right here. Then you just have the sail laces, and at the end of these you've then got these wooden tips, again, so quite an interesting detail. You go up to the tongue. So the tongue itself is a mesh tongue, and at the top of the tongue you've then just got the Nike Air and then Air Force One in that white text on the Cacao Wow background. So I think that's quite nice. Then on the back of the tag, you've then got the Nike Swoosh sneakers and then 8822, so again to celebrate the release. And then if we go and feel the sock liner, so just pretty standard sock liner with Air Force Ones. It's white, it's got some padding, so I think it's quite nice. And then as we go down the side, the other main detail you're going to see is Nike Swoosh in leather in that Cacao Wow colour. I think that gives a nice contrast with the Summit White colours that have been used for the materials. On the back of the sneaker, you've then just got this leather panel on the heel counter, and then you just got Nike Swoosh and then Air in that Cacao Wow colouring right there. And again, that's embroidered, so I think that's quite a nice detail. And then right at the bottom here, you've got again the material that you see from the right side here on the back, just going down towards the midsole. Then you've got some additional material on the rear panels. This is just another material that you have here. So again, you've got 3 contrasting materials on the upper. So you've got this one material here, this kind of carpet-like material here, and then this canvas material here at the front. So it's quite interesting how Nike have done that. I think that's quite a interesting contrast to what you normally see with Air Force One releases. So again, you want something different to celebrate the 5th year anniversary of Snkrs app, and I think they've definitely done that with this sneaker. The last detail on the insole is you just have that Roman numeral V in white again right there. So that's the right sneaker. I'll take a quick look at the left. So the left sneaker is exactly the same. The only difference is you do get this hang tag again to celebrate the 5th anniversary of Snkrs app. So you just have your Nike Swoosh sneakers and then 8822 right there. This is on a rope tag, so I think that's quite an interesting detail. And on the back of this, you just got the V again for the Roman numeral 5. So again, that's quite fire. They did mention on the live that they had to go through some iterations to actually get this to not break, because obviously it's quite delicate and it's got a lot of fine detail to it. So again, I think that's a nice touch and not something you might expect on an Air Force One. Now obviously because they've used different materials, that's raised the price slightly to, as I said, £134.95. Air Force Ones normally are around between £100 and £110 usually, so obviously you're paying slightly more for the premium materials. But again, I think Nike knocked it out of the ballpark, so I'm really happy with that. In terms of sizing, I went true to size. I go true size all my Air Force Ones, and that fits fine. I do have a wide foot, so obviously I need that additional room. If you've a slightly narrow foot, you may want to go down half a size, but true to size works fine for me. So in terms of resale, this retail for £134.95. So my size, no actual pairs have been sold, but in other sizes, you're looking between 140 and 160. So again, Not too much over retail, and obviously with fees, you know, it's going to be slightly more. But if it's a sneaker that you like the look of, it's definitely something you could pick up on the secondary market. So what do you think of the sneaker? Did you cop on Sneakers Day, or did you pass? Obviously, this didn't release outside the UK and EU, so this is definitely something you may want to pick up if you're into Air Force Ones or just like the colour blocking. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this sneaker. Stay tuned for your foot, it's coming up shortly. And again, appreciate any comments on that. Thanks for checking this video. If this is the kind of content you want to see, please do subscribe and also hit the notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you did like today's video, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps the channel grow. And until next time, take it easy. I'll see you in this video.